In the tattoo world, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The childish tattoo artists that literally color for a living, and the clients that enable them so they never have to grow up. These are their stories. Bum bum. No, that's not right. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum. Oh wow.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, in this episode should be taken as legal advice.
Oh, long day of practicing law. Glad I wore my blazer.
You're seeing some patches on your elbow.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's more that's like professor stuff, I guess.
Whatever you want.
You're wearing the same suit. That's not good.
Oh man,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
bad luck.
You guys look so dumb.
Nice.
This is so unprofessional.
Mine's dirty though.
I did see that. I thought it was just some character, man. Don't worry about it.
He's one of the ambulance chasers.
Yeah.
Are we rolling?
Something.
Yeah, we're rolling.
We've been rolling.
This isn't rolling.
Cool.
All right. We're going? Okay.
We're going.
I don't want to start this on such a dark note because we have a very important guest today.
All right.
But how, in your field, in your community, how have you guys recovered from December 31st of 2013?
Refresh my memory.
Well, we lost one of the greats. If you look at the TV,
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Judge
Uncle Phil.
Banks.
Judge Banks. Oh, I forgot his last name.
Philip Banks. I mean, I haven't forgotten. He's in here.
Of course.
Every day is recovery for me. He was like my uncle.
He's an uncle to you, but maybe are judges superior to you?
Yes.
You would have to refer to him as your honor, right?
You don't have to.
don't?
No. I have a lot of colleagues who would disagree, and they just call him the bench.
To their face?
To their face on the record.
Listen here, you bench. You little bench.
It is pretty petty, but I mean, I've heard it, and I don't do that. Your Honor, or Judge.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally said mom
No.
or dad?
No.
Like, when you're a kid and you accidentally call your teacher mom.
Now that you said it, it's probably going to happen now. That's going to suck. I've worked hard to have a reputation, and now it's all going to come down when I call the judge mom. It's not good.
It could be worse. It could be mommy.
Yeah, I think that would be worse.
And it's a male judge.
So do you think he was like
A fair judge?
a fair judge? Well, I'm talking about in the case of Will, because that's what we're all here for. Or that's what I'm here on this earth for. Will Smith. You think he was in the wrong?
What do you mean?
What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, Will got in trouble all the time.
Yeah, but he was always up to no good.
Well, that was when he was in West Philadelphia.
Born and raised?
Yes. But when he went out to the West Coast,
When he
was
left that playground?
I think he was better.
Yeah.
No.
That clip of Will and Uncle Phil, I mean,
Dude, that one still gets me.
every time.
You know
for
what
sure.
we're talking about?
No.
Maybe it's
There's still memes about it.
a guy thing, but that, damn.
It was just
Yeah.
put Uncle Phil and Will scene, and it should probably come up
Yeah.
because it was what the show was all about. It was like, dude, it choked me up so hard.
This?
No,
No,
it was
it's
back
like
on that
a-
other episode.
It stopped it.
Oh, that's him yelling at the dad.
Yeah, I remember this part. Because that's what a judge does. That's what the bench does.
That's what the bench does.
Yeah,
All right, enough of that. I believe you guys.
yeah. So I think Will was so dope that he could have done whatever he wanted. And it might not be legal, but it's Will. It's Will Smith.
But I think that Judge Banks would not have allowed it. He wasn't going to get him out of trouble.
There's an episode like
What?
that.
Talking about the pool hall?
No, they get stopped by the police. They're in
Oh.
custody, and then Uncle Phil comes and like bails them out and yells at the officer for.
But for racially profiling or
I
what?
think so. Because it's Carlton
there you go.
too. It's like,
Yeah, that's what the episode was about.
He's like, I know this nerd's not up to anything.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
So
I just wanted to watch Fresh Prince for a little bit. We can record now.
Fresh Prince is like evidence, right?
So what did you say the date was? December. That's the day that this fool died.
Yeah, December 31st, 2013. He died at the age of 68 at Glendale Memorial
New Year's
Medical
Eve?
Center. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that ruined the whole year for me. I remember I posted that on I think it was Facebook at the time. Like I was like, I just rest in peace, Uncle Phil, and all this stuff, and everybody replied to me like because he thought it was my uncle that passed away.
Oh my god.
All right, go ahead, bud. Hit us. Hit him with the interview. I mean, with the interview, with the intro.
Hit him with the intro.
Hit the people.
Oh, the people. What up, people? The people. Hey,
Introduce our guest.
we're back. We're you're watching a new episode. How does it open? I forgot. It's been so long. See what happens, Jake, when you call out? You're watching the Tattoo Budcast, the only podcast that feels just like a tattoo appointment.
Minus the tattoo.
Woo!
I'm your guy.
I'm your host,
Yeah, you could do that one.
Jimmy Jam, and you all know my assistant.
And I will be representing you in court today. My name is Sinai Garcia.
You should introduce him.
Today we have a very special guest. We have my cousin, Matt Gomez, attorney at law.
Thank you. Yes.
So tell us exactly what your title is and what exactly you do.
So I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Los Angeles. I've worked in multiple counties, OC, Riverside, San Bernardino, and LA. But now I'm mostly working in LA, and I've been doing it for about 8 years, a little over 8 years.
Man.
I don't know. I'm an attorney. I wear a suit.
You do wear a suit.
Yeah.
You wear the heck out of that suit.
Thank
cousin.
you.
We have suits. You think we could be attorneys?
Well, I could only be half an attorney because I didn't know we were going for
Are
the
there
full
half
shebang.
attorneys?
Yeah, now that the age of like Zoom and WebEx.
Like online
Yeah.
certification and stuff?
Oh, no. I just meant that they're just wearing a jacket and no
Oh.
pants.
Oh, and giving you advice.
and the deals at Marshall's.
Yeah.
What's a paralegal? What do they do?
They help.
Do they get to wear jeans with their suit?
Yeah. And there's two of them, right? A pair of legals?
Yeah, I guess. All right. No, that they're usually you have to get certified to be a paralegal, and then they help with lawyers with writing motions, and paralegals just have a certain type of training that they do. It's pretty intense. The best lawyers would have the best staff. It's no way one man can do it all.
So you think we would have the best podcast if we had the best camera guy?
That showed up. That didn't come in and say, "Can you guys wait 15 minutes for me to get a sushi roll?"
We're going to get a pair of legals on you.
Matt's gonna sue you
I won't sue you.
because we can't afford him. So, you yourself are a tattooed attorney. Can we say that?
Yes, that's fine. I
Okay,
do have tattoos.
you do.
Yes.
You hide them well. Are there? You don't have any visible.
No, all business tats.
So because this is a tattoo podcast, I was wondering, how do tattoos work? Do they work against you in a courtroom?
Is it
Like your
such a
appearance?
stigma? Still?
Are you
Implicit
asking?
biases.
Are you asking about the clients, the defendants, or the actual lawyers?
Let's start
All-
with the clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It depends on who is making the decision, who you have on the jury, and whether or not they're going to hold it against your client for having tattoos. There's some questions that you ask during jury selection to kind of expose those people's beliefs, and then act accordingly after that. In some rare cases, you could make a motion actually to have your client wear makeup to cover up some tattoos.
Oh, really?
Whoa,
Yes.
that's good to know.
Yes, so that
It's
is
bad.
That is possible.
You have face tattoos, not me.
You were saying.
I don't know. The truth is that I don't think people should be judged based on having tattoos. Now, I'm sure there are certain tattoos that are just
Of course.
outright vulgar or something,
Offensive.
right?
Mhm.
Yes, and so I can think of situations like that. But
What's an example of one of those tattoos, bud?
Yeah, your
vulgar
favorite.
tattoo.
Pull up your sleeve really quick.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what the tattoo is now.
No, those days are behind me.
Okay.
Just
Is it,
kidding.
is it a bad? Okay, whatever. Well, yeah.
It's just the one he did. It's ugly.
Oh. I thought it was a bad word or something. I was like, damn.
No, he's just being an asshole.
Okay.
He just reverse Uno carded me.
So you're telling me that if I go in there and there's a jury full of Karens, it's probably not looking good for me.
Yeah, unless they're tattooed Karens, I guess.
Yeah.
That's interesting too, because you could look at someone and think, oh, they're probably going to have this opinion about me. The fact that I have tattoos, they're going to judge me a certain way. And then you find out that maybe they have tattoos themselves, or some of their favorite people have tattoos, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least now in California, I feel like we have clients that are doctors, and like therapists, and
all lines of business.
But
at this point.
I guess if like a little tiny kid wanted to grow up to be a career criminal, you should probably tell him maybe don't get face tattoos.
Yeah.
Because it might work against you.
There's some.
Keep dreaming, kids.
You get people that have their entire face covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
And it's just tough. It's like when you have tattoos on your face, I gotta believe that there's some doors that just stay closed, you know? But no, I think during the jury selection, you do a good job of weeding out the people that are going to judge you based on your tattoos.
And is that up to you guys? The jury selection, is, right?
I was about to ask that.
Both sides, the prosecution and the defense, get an opportunity to ask questions, and then the judge also asks questions as well. The judge kind of does standardized questions, and then the defense and the prosecution do follow-ups to each person just to get to know them a little better. You're hoping everyone stays honest during jury selection, but it is tough because what you're doing is you're asking them to expose their biases, you know? Even if they're implicit. We all have biases. We all have certain things that have happened to us and make us feel a certain way about a certain scenario. As long as we're honest during jury selection and say, you know what, maybe I'm not the right person for this jury, it should be fine. You'll get a fair shake at trial. But some people, they don't want to believe that they are biased, and they just always believe that, I'll be fair.
Is it a set of general questions, or are they specific to each case?
There is a set of, I think, 6 questions about name, occupation, spouse, spouse's occupation, any adult children who lives in your home, and what area you live in. And then after that, it does get to case specific. Some judges have questionnaires that they hand out to all the jurors. You usually get maybe like 40, 50 jurors, depending on the type of case. And they all have the questionnaire, and they all answer the questionnaire out loud whenever they're, they go down the line.
Wow. After
everyone answers the basic 6 questions, then it gets handed over to the defense attorney, and the defense attorney now has a certain amount of a lot of time to ask follow-up questions to each person. Each judge is different. I've had a judge tell me that I don't believe good attorneys need to have any time limits, so I'm not going to give you a time limit. But then would cut you off after 20 minutes, and you're thinking, wait, you should have told me I had a time limit, so I can, prepare my questions the right way.
So the judge is like the ref for the entire...
It's funny you say that. I was about to say, is it just like the baseball field at recess?
Because it's not feeling very uncle-like.
I pick one, they pick one,
schoolyard selection.
The judge is there in order to make sure that the case, the trial happens fairly. They don't, even the attorneys kind of don't, they don't give evidence or testimony themselves, because the attorneys aren't under oath or anything like that. But they do give opinions. The judge, on the other hand, is not supposed to give an opinion. He gives the law, he explains how the case can be decided, and then makes sure that everyone is playing their part.
Okay, last thing about jurors. Do you ever get people that come in like way too overzealous? Like they're ready to do their justice crusade.
They're like
They're like trying so hard to get on that jury. You're like, I think you might be a problem.
I'm trying to think. I don't think if they've done a good job of hiding their desire to be on a jury. But I know that there's some older people. Yeah. I know there's some older people where they take it up as a job. I think that's something they just do. They just say, keep calling me for jury service.
You could do that?
I was going to say, that's something you could do. I had some old neighbors that they couldn't wait for the next
That's
summons.
always kind of scary when someone's that excited to rule on something like that.
I feel like there's going to be a whole wave of that though in the next like 10 years with all of these like unaliving podcasts and stuff that these girls are into. I don't know if you're aware of that whole wave.
Oh, like the all the true crime podcasts.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought of it as interesting, especially as a lawyer, to see a jury from the inside is kind of not many people get that experience. Like not many people get to go into a deliberation room and see what is actually discussed when these 12 people are discussing the facts of a case. You know,
I've never gotten selected.
You know, in the past, people will be like, "Oh, I don't want to go to jury service; it's just boring." I think that some people that should be a little excited about it, but maybe excited is not the right word. But just be a little motivated,
engaged.
Yeah.
Do you think that it makes James a bad person that he doesn't do his jury duty?
Yes, a very bad person.
Like pooping, like a duty.
That's what you call a courthouse shit. All right. Do you do your jury duty? You throw those summons away? Dude, he has a cop outside waiting for this.
You're going straight to Metro.
Lived at my grandparents' pad in a long time, so I haven't got any mail.
He's asking us if we've seen it. Have you seen my mail?
That's
Try it out; you might like it.
I've recently had like my main boss go, and she's older,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Wow, what a great duty to do," and I'm like,
great duty. Are you making this up right now?
"No,
A great duty.
Duty.
yeah, it's like yeah."
I subscribe to that notion that I say it in my sometimes to jurors that one thing that's great is that when we feel like we're being wronged by the government and they're bringing charges against us, we don't have to ask them to look into their own case, right? We don't have to ask them to double check their own work. We get to ask each other to look into their case. And so here's your chance to double check the government's work.
Do you get jury duty summons?
I was about to ask that.
I do.
He's like, I throw them away.
I don't throw them away. I don't throw them away. I know. I call, and I think I've gone. I think the last time. Now that I'm saying it out loud, and our phone's going to hear us, I'm sure I'm going to get one. Now. So thank you for that.
I'll send you one.
I got 2 last
All right,
year
go on.
within months of each other.
You should do that as like a Christmas card. Just send a jury service or something. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
With a picture of you or something.
Genius.
But I served on a jury when I was in college. I don't think the attorneys did a good job of asking me what I wanted to do because I was a political science major and I wanted to be a lawyer. I was on the jury. It was a 25, 30-year-old kid charged with attempt.
Oh,
and
shit.
we went back in the deliberation room and everything and found him not guilty. And it was crazy because I didn't know. I don't think any of us kind of felt the ramifications of what we were doing, you know. But then once that not guilty verdict is read, and you hear his mom and the audience just start crying, you know, it's like, oh, they did a good job of not. You're not, when you're on jury duty or you're on a jury, you're not supposed to take into account what the sentence may be. You just decide on the facts, whether it happened or didn't happen. They did a good job of not bringing it up because when they read it and she started crying and the crowd went, you know, kind of crazy, you know, it woke us up like, damn. We were so engulfed in this case, you know. Also, it was funny to see that some people just didn't care. Like they were there and they were like, "Whatever you guys want to do, I'm on board for it."
Oh, like other jurors.
Yeah.
There's a meme going around about that.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, being bright-eyed, bushy-tailed college student going into political science and want to be a lawyer, thinking, "Oh, this is great."
You were the overzealous.
Probably.
He's like, I've never met one.
Probably.
You are
one.
one.
I know. You look around the room, you can't see it. It's you, right? Yeah, that was disappointing when I see the, you know, older guys and they were just like, and I'm like, damn.
You're like, come on, guys, this is our one chance.
Standing up on the table and everything. Like Charlie Day and the...
Yeah, with the red string.
Yes. Smoking cigarettes in the deliberation rooms.
So you see all walks of life, I would imagine. Are there any of them that are like kind of scary?
Like being afraid of your own client?
You hear stories about defense attorneys where their clients turn on them. I can see how that could happen. I've represented a lot of people, and there's some times where you're like, let's make sure nothing is in reaching distance of this guy, you know?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, I think I'm able to level with people. It hasn't gone to a point where I tell someone that, hey, I need to be away. But I have seen it. I was in Riverside, and this lawyer who was in a wheelchair had wheeled up to his client. And,
Wheeled up.
oh, it's not wheeled up?
Rolled up.
Rolled up, excuse me.
Yeah.
Pulled up.
He went up to this person, this guy who was in
Went up.
custody. There you go. To this person that was in custody, and the person in custody was wearing a jumpsuit that would signify that he's someone a keep away, basically. The dude that was in custody stood up and like didn't push him with his hands because his hands were handcuffed behind his back, but like body checked this guy, and he almost fell over on the wheelchair. And
Oh.
the judge immediately yelled everybody out, and deputies took the dude down. And I was thinking, damn. And then I come to realize I was asking questions, and they said, oh, that wasn't even his client. Like he was mistaken and was talking to him. The guy didn't like what he heard, and that's why he attacked him.
Oh, man.
And I was like, damn,
there is risk there. And
for sure.
you know,
And I would imagine like bedside manner probably has a lot to do with it, right?
Yeah.
Like how you how you address people. I can't.
oh, that's where it stays.
Yeah, because you lost the Allen key, remember?
I'd like to sue her for blaming me.
Objection.
There have been times, I guess, where you read a police report or you watch some type of body-worn video or something, and you see your client do certain things, and you just think, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you just have to be careful, right? Everyone has emotions. People usually act on emotion without thinking about it. And so if you're going to talk to someone a certain way, of course they're going to get pissed off. You have to be able to listen to them, make sure that they know that you're there to help them. I mean, when you walk into court, you feel like everyone's against you, right?
Yeah.
You can't feel like your attorney's against you as well. And so that's what I try to do. I try to,
Is there training for that? Like to kind of communicate with them? Is there certain avenues that you need to take to avoid, friction or anything like that? Or is it just, it's like just a personality thing? Like you're the guy that can reason with these people?
The short answer is yes. We did have classes in law school about client control and how to interview, and
Okay.
and then you are trained on how to ask questions in court when you're on the record, to not have witnesses turn south on you. Like if you ask a witness a certain thing, or you start realizing this witness is just going to shut down and say,
Yeah.
I don't remember. And then now you're not getting anything out of them.
Mm.
So the same kind of techniques that you would use for a witness, it's like, well, let's keep this avenue of communication open as much as possible. But then I think it's just experience. When you work with multiple people over the years, you start learning there's different personality types and everything.
Yeah.
Certain people respond to certain ways. Sometimes they needed guidance when they were younger that they didn't get. And so you try to talk to them a certain way, you'll get a certain response.
Or they take it as disrespect or
Exactly. You try not to talk down to people.
Yeah.
Yes, that does sort of apply to a lot of other
Tattooers.
Well, no, I'm talking about like how to communicate with clients and stuff. Like I notice our personalities change with our clients' personalities.
You guys code switch?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe more so me.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Like it's kind of like a mirroring thing. I don't know if
yeah.
works against or with you, but
Well, especially like when you're at conventions, even just selling a tattoo or whatever.
yeah.
If someone's not like super bubbly, then you can be super excited with them.
Yeah, I'm not
But if
going to do that to a
someone's more-
trucker or anything like that.
Yeah. Then you just hug them.
So basically.
Well, I do. That's how I sell my tattoos. No. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast.
Sure.
So, part of the reason why we wanted to have you here is for educational purposes. James, do you know what the Miranda rights are?
I know of them. I've never been.
Can you
Read
can you
them.
say them off the top of your head? See if they're right. You could place
Jake, you
Jake
have the
under
right
us.
to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you do not have an attorney, one will be appointed.
if you cannot afford.
If you cannot afford afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
and
good.
I love you.
There you go.
You don't say that, right?
Oh,
You can.
well, I think that's.
Imagine.
I think
You're
that's
getting
what other
arrested.
states think
You
of
have the right-
California. That we say that in our
You have the
Miranda
right
rights.
to my love.
What do all those words actually mean when strung together?
A lot of times people say that, oh, I wasn't read my Miranda rights. And so they think that the case should be dismissed. The reason why Miranda became a thing, though, is because the court system was trying to avoid anyone being forced to confess. Before there is interrogation after custody, they have to give you your rights, that you have a right to a lawyer, you have the right to remain silent. Because if you're in custody and now you're being interrogated, they need to make sure that whatever you say after that is not coerced out of you. They're not forcing you to do that. Because if you know that you have the right to remain silent, you know that you have a right to have an attorney. If you say something after that, I think what the idea was that it must be more likely to be truthful or a voluntary statement. If there's something that was said after you were in custody and now being interrogated that sounds incriminating and they didn't give you your Miranda warnings, those statements could be suppressed or not used, excluded from
Wow.
actual trial. The classic example is a jailhouse interrogation where you're handcuffed to a table or a bench and there's officers around you and they keep asking you over and over and over for hours, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? And then you say, yes, I did it. If they didn't give you your Miranda rights before you said, yes, I did it, then that statement cannot be used anymore.
So who is this Miranda?
It's not Lizzie McGuire's best friend. I know
thought it
that's
was
what you're thinking.
Sex in the City, Miranda.
Miranda?
Arizona
She was an attorney.
She was.
there's an old case. There's
Was it an attorney?
No, it was
Miranda
a person.
was
There was a person who it happened to him where they decided that you have to give Miranda warnings now. He was happy about it. He was like, hey, look at, I have, and he started handing out Miranda cards. And so that's me. The reason why I have warnings is because of me. But he was kind of extra happy that he had a case named after him.
That's crazy.
And
Do we know how old that is?
1966.
There you go.
Wow.
Shout out Miranda.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
That's what he would have wanted us to shout him out, it sounds like.
Yeah.
This is his moment.
Yeah.
He's
Tattoo Budcas.
He's the look at me guy.
Come on the show, Miranda.
going to be added to his Wikipedia.
So what does the part of if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be assigned to you or provided to you
Yes.
or what? We should probably look that up too. What does that actually mean? Because you can't just be like, well, I can't afford one. Can I have free one?
Well, I would imagine that is exactly the case, right? If you can't, you're
But no.
provided one.
No, because then everyone would do that. Nobody wants to pay for one.
If you're in custody, a public
Mhm.
defender will be appointed on your case.
You said the words,
So,
if you are in custody.
correct.
So until you are under arrest, say they call you in for questioning about your wife is missing, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Just come in. We
And
want to ask
things
a couple
are,
questions.
yeah, exactly. And now things are getting a little scary for me, so I
Yeah.
want a lawyer. But you haven't placed me under arrest. I can't just ask for a public defender in that case.
There has to be a case filed against you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're in court, and then you're making an appearance in court. That's when a public defender will be appointed to your case.
Oh, I thought it had to do with your income.
Well, if you're out of custody, there are financial declarations that people fill out. And based on that financial declaration that you sign under oath, either you'll be appointed a public defender or the judge is going to tell you that you make too much. And so we'll continue your case to another day and bring a private attorney if you don't want to represent
Then you
yourself.
slap a suit on Jake and hope he can do more than work a camera.
He's going to have to take so many breaks to go to the restroom.
Have a blazer.
You drive a Blazer?
No, a little oversized suit. Or a big one.
The Cedric the Entertainer suits?
Or you made a Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference earlier.
Yeah.
Charlie's uncle with the small hands.
Oh, yes.
Have one.
Save it for the courtroom.
So what is the difference between a public defender and an attorney?
Public defenders are attorneys. They're full-on attorneys. It's either you're private or public.
Okay, so you're for hire or assigned by the
Yes.
state.
All public defenders are defense attorneys.
Okay.
Not all defense attorneys are public defenders.
Oh.
Hopefully I said that right.
We'll cut that too.
You can have a 2-minute interview.
Do innocent people ever take plea deals? And if so, why would they do that?
Yes, they do.
I by my blazer, I don't know if you can tell I know the answer to this question, but I just want to
Yeah.
help educate
It's
James.
just a test. A little
Okay,
test.
all right. Yes, they do, because they want to get out of custody. If the offer includes them being released from custody, sometimes clients are like, you know what, I just want to take a deal. Even though it means that they're going to be convicted of either a misdemeanor or a felony, they're going to have that conviction's going to be on their record. They may have probation. They don't want to spend another second in jail. And so they'll take a deal.
An
So-
act of desperation.
Yeah. Imagine you're in custody. You've been in custody for 2 days. They finally bring you to court. They tell you what the charges are against you. And you hear that all you need to do is plead no contest, be convicted of this misdemeanor or felony, and be on probation for however many months
Instead of remaining.
in custody. Should you do that? Every case is different. Like, it depends on the facts of the case.
And how scared you are.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people, they're just like, I need to get out of custody.
I mean, yeah,
Now-
if Bubba's got his arms around me and he's like closing in on me, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, I did it. Get me out of here.
But what if
Yeah.
Bubba's really nice?
Well, what does he look like? What's his sign?
Okay, have you ever had a client, or do you ever have clients that are like, let's take the plea deal, and you're like, we don't have to do that just yet. Let's
Yeah, for sure.
relax.
A lot of time, people take
Bubba, we'll move you away from Bubba. Let me see what I can do.
people.
I still talk to Bubba.
Shouts out to Bubba.
Sorry.
People sometimes they do. It's ultimately the client's decision, though. No matter what, I'm not making the decision. You're making the decision. I tell you what the consequences are. I tell you what the likely scenarios if you go down one route or another.
Yeah.
But there's been people out of custody who are, like, yeah, I messed up and I just want to get this over and done with. I want to get started on what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's before I even talk to them, and I explain, hey, look, this is what you're up against. This is what's written in the police report. There may be additional evidence here or there. Why not let's check under these rocks before we make a decision that you can't take back, most likely. Sometimes people are still like, no, it's okay. I'll just take it. And it's like, all right. I mean, that's ultimately your decision. If you want to do that, I'm not, my job is just to advise you, not to change your mind about anything.
There's like some people that really don't care about going back to jail and stuff, huh?
People find it easier.
Hmm?
Ain't got no place to go.
Institutionalized.
Yes.
I watch Love After Lockup, and I
Dude,
just
that
be
show is-
knowing.
Is that on TLC?
Well, now it's on Peacock, but I think it was on like A&E before
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
And you can find love after lockup. I don't know if you guys know this. but
Hmm
it's
And sometimes you
possible.
could find more lockup because the recidivism rate is through the roof.
Yeah.
But that's a topic for another podcast.
Sometimes you could find two loves during lockup.
Bubba.
Shout out to Bubba. Come on the show.
Okay. Straighten out your blazer and ask the next question.
Can the police legally light you during an interrogation?
Yeah, because this is like a urban or wives'
Yeah.
tale urban legend. They always say they can't, right? Or they have to tell you they're a cop.
Right. So they can lie to you during
Shoot!
interrogation.
I gotta make a call.
They can tell you one thing in order to see what you're going to say. That's why Miranda warnings are important. Again, just to go back to that, is because if the person knows that they have a right to remain silent and to have an attorney and to have questioning stop, and then they're lied to, and then they say something that is self-incriminating, it's the argument would go, well, you lied to him. So it doesn't matter. He admitted it to it or something.
It's a tactic they can use.
Yeah. People don't think that that's possible, but
What if you make the cop pinky promise you?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he will lose some credibility in your own personal life. But as far as bringing it up to try to keep your statements out of evidence,
Sure.
I mean,
I guess you see it all the time in like movies and TV shows about it, like them just saying shit just to
yeah.
trick them into.
One of the classic is The Wire. when I was in law school, my criminal procedure professor, he would show us clips from The Wire and have his issue spot, basically
wow.
see what violations of what the Fourth, Fifth, or Sixth Amendment applies in the scenario. Going to law school and you see a guy start playing a video from The Wire, like, oh hell yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
It was a scene where they are tricking these two young men into confessing to shooting someone. And what they do is they basically make them believe that this printer is a lie detector test. And
Oh my
so like they
gosh.
duct tape his hand to the thing and they say the kid says like, it's testing my heart rate. It's like, it'll know if I'm telling the truth or lying. He's like, yes. And all they did is they just slid in papers in the paper tray that says true, true, false. And so the first one, is this your name? And he says his name and it comes out true. Second one, like, is this where you live? Comes out true. Third one, is it true you and so went and shot so after this? No, I didn't do that. And it comes out false. And then he's like, damn, I should have done it my damn self. Like, I should never left him with the gun. And it's like, and then it's
You better fucking watch it, Jake.
The Wire.
No, just watch his
Jake
actions.
is holding on us. You think Jake's doing any
He's
time
sweating.
for
I don't know
us?
if you could see it.
Where?
Dude, he stubbed his toe and called off of work last Monday. You think that this was taking a case for you?
A lot of times I don't like watching like legal shows. Or,
I was going to ask you that.
Like the judge shows?
Because I hate watching Ink
the
Master.
bench shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a joke in your line of business?
There's some classic ones where they poke fun at the defense attorney. Like My Cousin Vinny is a classic movie that I think every defense attorney's probably seen, and it's funny to quote and stuff like that. Law and Order and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really care for it. I get stressed out enough at work. I don't need to come home to it.
And unwind with more work.
Yes.
What about the
Wire's bad.
The Emmy Award winning Judge Mills Lane or
no
Judge Judy?
Oh, is that her name?
Shots fired.
No, well, she changed her name, right?
Did she?
I thought so. It's not Judge Judy anymore, isn't it? Judge something else?
Maybe it's Judge Bench.
Judge Bench. I don't know. So I watched the clips online. I don't think I'd ever put on an episode or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it
Judy
is.
Justice. What the fuck?
My
Oh,
apologies.
her new show is called Judy Justice. That sounds porny.
I'm into it.
Your Honor.
You're on her.
You're on her. You're in her.
Yes, you're in her.
That's pretty good. That's funny.
All right.
That's
what
how
else we
lawyers
got?
laugh at jokes. They say that's funny.
I shouldn't say anything. I mean, it's all transcribed, right?
Oh, we should have had Jake in here like a stenographer.
That would have been funny.
That's what he's doing right now. He just is a very unprofessional one and does it all on his phone. Yeah, let's get ghetto.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Okay,
Sanai's
Well,
been dying to know.
let's put on our sunglasses. I'm just kidding. We take off these.
Take off the blazers and put on jerseys.
Charlie
That's
Brown
racial.
shirts. Okay. Yeah, that's racial, dude. Okay. And of course, actually, let me say this first. We were talking to somebody who is a lawyer in California. So maybe laws are different where you're at, or also don't tune into this podcast for legal advice. This is just
no.
friendly cousin.
Yeah,
Bud
we're just
banter.
talking. This is like it's like the same if he were to be a client getting tattooed, and we're just asking questions about.
And
his...
he is my client, and he does get tattooed.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
maybe
it's
someday I'll be your
exactly that.
client.
Yeah, return the favor for. Yeah,
We don't know where life
just
will
having a
take us.
conversation.
You never know.
Yeah, this is all off the record, I suppose.
It's very much on the record. Oh, sorry.
Leave the legal stuff to us.
We're not recording.
Yeah.
And that's when we ask him what he thinks. Okay, so
That would be the clip right there.
okay, so you guys know these videos of people, or the audit videos, what people are doing to police officers right now, getting pulled over and then hitting them with all of this like pushback. Well, I don't know, maybe that's being a bootlicker. I don't want to say pushback,
I know my rights, people.
which they may know their rights, but
Yeah, but some of them are just like Just, yo, dude, chill.
Because it could be dangerous,
Yeah.
whether that's right or wrong. So let's watch this just so I can give you an idea of what we're talking about.
What's your name and badge number? It's your policy to give your name and badge number.
Okay, he answered.
If you search me, you're going to get some big legal trouble.
Is this too aggressive? Or is he coming in too hot?
You said
I'm
big legal trouble.
Yeah, Big Legal Trouble. It sounds like a good wrestler name. But everyone's their own adult. They can do what they want. But I mean, I kind of just on a personal level, guys, I don't know. It's kind of cringe, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
it seems a little bit confrontational.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's definitely coming in hot. I mean, his officers are going to react a certain way to what you say,
As anybody would.
just like anyone would.
And, and they react, and sometimes it could be with force.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's break it down further.
You do
What
you, I guess.
what should someone do if they're pulled over and they're not sure why they're being pulled over?
I can't give advice unless there's a attorney-client relationship.
Okay.
But I can tell you that what officers do when they stop a vehicle is that there could be multiple reasons why they did so. I think most of the time it's because of a traffic violation or whatever, not turning your blinker on or something. They're going to ask you questions that may not even be related to the reason why they stopped you, because it's just something that either they're training to do. Like, I'm sure that there are officers who every single stop, they are also conducting a DUI investigation. Like every single stop, they could, you have a busted tail light and they pull you over. They start looking for what they call objective symptoms of intoxication.
So
Like watery eyes, stuff like that. And that may not even be related to the reason why they stopped you, So to give advice, it would be impossible to say
Okay.
what you should or should not do. Even though they have not taken you into custody and tell you that you have a right to remain silent, you still have a right to remain silent. Now, there's some things that they have.
By doing one of these.
And throw away the key.
There's some things that they that you have to show, like you have to show a driver's license, proof of insurance, registration, right? If you're driving a vehicle, because that's what the law is, right? You can't say, I'm not showing you my license. I stand on my fifth. You can't say that because you need to have a license to drive a car, right?
Yeah.
But after that, they're going to ask you questions. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? How late were you out? What were you doing over there? Who were you with? Those are all questions that you have the right to remain silent, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
So what happens then? You just sit there?
Yeah. Those are my favorite audit videos.
Yeah.
Where they're not being confrontational.
Just remaining silent.
Right.
So if an officer pulled over a mime, he is fully in his legal right to not say a thing.
A mime? Is that what you said?
Yeah. He's like telling him what he was doing. He's
I
like,
would want to see that. That'd be funny.
That's actually a skit.
Yeah, that's really good. I really want to. I want to see how the officer responds. The officer is going to respond how they respond. If you stay quiet and someone's talking to you, like if you were talking to me and I stood quiet the whole time, you would get annoyed, I'm sure. The time to fight it, though, if you think this officer has wronged you in some way, has violated your rights in some way, is not by just telling the officer, hey, you can't do that. Don't do that. It's in court later on, when a judge decides whether or not the officer had justification for doing what he did.
Yeah.
It's tough for people to swallow that, I think.
they could still give you the citation,
Yeah,
even if you're right about everything.
absolutely. It's very rare that when you say something, it's helping your case,
Interesting.
And that's probably not that's not true in every scenario. I'm sure there's scenarios where you talking to the officer
And you jinx them.
helps your case. Oh, yeah. You don't have to answer questions if you don't have to talk to them if you don't want to.
I was going to say, so like if you have done something wrong and it's like, you could still decide not to say like, man, I ran this red light, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yes, you're correct. That the officer asks you for, like, did you run the red light? I like to remain silent.
Or do you know why I pulled you over? No idea.
Yeah, that's a classic example of how they get people to say things, and it almost plays out like a movie too, right? You'll see it you could see like someone just digging themselves their own grave, or a deeper hole for themselves. That's something that happens in like a sitcom, but it also happens in real life, and that's why officers do it, right? It happens all the time. Officers pull you over, and then they either make a demand or they ask for something, right? So if they're demanding you to do something, they're ordering you to do it. They have to have some type of justification for doing that, right?
Like as far as like get out of the car or...
Yes. Now there is a specific case regarding getting out of the car, which you do have to get out of the car.
Okay.
But let's say they want to search you for something you may have in a small pocket or something. They have to have justification for doing that, right? They have to have some type of probable cause or reasonable suspicion for them to believe that there's some type of crime that is being committed, has been committed, or is about to be committed. But a lot of times they ask you, instead of ordering you to do something, do me a favor, put your hands over here.
Well, if we're doing favors.
It's quick. It's so quick.
Yeah, I've been frisked before, like pulled out of my car and frisked over expired tags when I was younger, and it was like just easier at that point to just do it instead of well, can you bring because I'm like, I don't have anything. So.
And they tell you too. They say, why don't we could do this the easy way, the hard way. You'd make it much easier if you just did what I asked you to do. Why are you being combative? If you have nothing to hide, why would you say no? But the truth is that you're just giving them more opportunity to build some type of case.
Or to find probable cause.
Yes.
So, but if they have probable cause, then it's like, so just remain silent, fight the shit.
It's probably cause.
Yeah.
You're probably
cause I did it. I'm the cause.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to put your statements are going to be recorded on the body cam if it's on. They're going to write it in the reports. And yeah, where you fight it is in court with the judge deciding whether or not they had justification for infringing on your Fourth Amendment right. Your right to be protected from unreasonable searches and seizures. So it's tough because how do I get to court? How do I fight it? How do I show this officer that he violated my rights? Well, you're gonna have to be arrested. A criminal case is going to be brought against you. You're going to have to file a motion for the judge to hear the facts of the case, and then hopefully the judge sides in your favor.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you would advise this guy on the
He can
screen.
advise.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
I think it's got to be respectful. With all due respect, I won't, or with all due respect, I don't consent to this. That they're gonna, just like you said, just like anyone else, they're gonna react to how you ask to pose the question.
So like the getting searched, whatever, or them wanting to go through your car, you don't have to allow them to do it without a warrant.
So there's warrant exceptions as well.
Oh my gosh, what are those?
Oh.
If he really wants to, the cop really wants to.
No, there's
Paper, rock, scissors.
There's a lot of exceptions to a warrant. A search warrant is the classic example where an officer writes an affidavit under oath, submits it to a judge, and the judge reviews it to see if there's actual probable cause. If there is, the judge will sign the search warrant to search whatever the officer is asking for them to search. If there is no warrant, there are certain exceptions. Probable cause. Probable cause means that if someone has a strong suspicion that will lead a ordinary prudent person to believe that there is some type of crime that has been committed, is being committed, or is about to be committed. If they have a strong suspicion.
Oh, suspicion, not evidence.
Correct.
So I can go through your toolbox.
How strong does this suspicion have to be?
Whenever I suspect that you've stolen something from me.
Strong does the suspicion have to be? It says strong suspicion, but then any good lawyer, I think what they would do is they look at specific facts in your case and look at case law and research case law to see if it's ever been litigated before. Court of Appeals and appellate courts when they make rulings, they've made law. And so they've ruled on a lot of issues about what officers have done and whether or not they were justified based on what they knew at that time. So you try to find cases that have similar fact patterns as yours and see how a
precedent.
judge. Yes. and see
Okay.
how judges ruled on that.
So because James has stolen stuff from me before,
And she
I
currently
have probable
steals.
cause, or I have a strong enough suspicion now to go through your.
This girl had the nerve the other day, and I was over here minding my own business. I think I was reading the Bible or something. And she comes up to me and she was like,
That's
"You
crazy
have
to lie."
2 packs of cigarettes?" And I was like, "Well, that's crazy because it was in my personal space and that's my business."
Right? Yeah, that's
So
an
that was
invasion in your
enough.
privacy, right?
Yeah.
You had
Can-
an expectation
Do you
of
think
privacy.
it's bad that he smokes cigarettes?
No.
Would you, but would do you think it's good for him?
I'm very stressed out.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
He wants a cigarette.
I could use one right now.
No, I mean Matt. It's like, can I bum a cigarette?
Imagine we take a break so we can have a smoke.
No, as I tell my clients, I mean, I could give you all the advice in the world, and at the end of the day, you're an adult. You know, you do it, you do you, and I'll be here to clean up the pieces if need be. Right?
Yeah. If they're cleanable.
So yeah, so smoke it up, man. Smoke 'em if
I
you
like
got
this
'em.
guy.
You should have told me. We could have ran a 3-man weave. I would have convinced them that it was, I don't know, bad to smoke or something.
Well, shit. I didn't know that. But wait, that brings me to a personal question, or not
Okay.
personal, but something that's not really law related. Have you
Great.
dated a lawyer?
I have.
And what is your guys' talks, like serious talks like? It must be crazy.
Like fights and stuff? Like
Yeah. Well,
debates?
Debates, yeah.
It's fine. I like it, honestly, because it's a stressful job and profession, and you see a lot of things that are just like, I don't know, make you want to rip your hair out. When I see it at work, when I'm home, I'm kind of more like, all right, let's everyone just turn off the lights and put on some, I don't know, some running water or something, and let me relax, you know.
Decompress.
Yes. I like to say that they're all we're logical.
Probably too logical.
Probably listen. Yeah, I think so. I think that is a problem as well sometimes. But I don't know. Everyone has their own issues.
I don't know if I could date a lawyer because when I get angry, just my words just don't work sometimes, and I can never convey what I'm trying. Or what is it? Articulate what I'm trying to convey.
What's funny though is that your girlfriend and my boyfriend both are philosophy majors, and I hate it.
I feel this big when we get into arguments because I just can't get the words out.
And or like when you want to be like mad at a third party together, and they're trying to give you, well, what if you think about it this way, or their side, and you're like, why don't you go marry them then?
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Seemed
when
like
the big words come out.
Hit home right there, I guess.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
When do you have to show your ID, like legally? Like,
if you're driving, you have to show a driver's license. That issue is nuanced of when to show your ID, when you don't have to, and so
Okay.
it would depend on the scenario. It's hard for me to say. I know that there are people who would say, no, you don't have to show them anything. It depends on what the officer believes they have, basically.
But that's the officer thinking that. How does the person supposed to know what the officer?
It's nuanced. It varies.
It's tough because I think in order for that issue to be decided about whether or not you had to turn over your ID, like I said, you would have to be in court filed. The charges would have to be filed against you. And you know what? You're probably going to get different opinions from different lawyers. I asked one of my colleagues, and we debated about it. You know, it's tough. Are they asking you? Are they telling you? And do they have the justification for doing so? So those 3 issues are going to depend on the facts of the case.
Okay.
You
What
have a
about
question?
Question.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
It's a good question.
Oh God.
Okay. Oh wait.
They're often not.
Get closer
But...
to the
Hold on,
camera.
A scale of 1 to 10. How good is this question?
7.
7?
That's a
he knows himself pretty
Okay.
good.
All right.
How do lawyers deal with cops?
Mm.
Because, of course, you've studied law. You know what they can and can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you keep your cool?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you just kind of
exercise your
whatever
rights.
they're gonna do, whatever they decide to do,
Right.
like they can, they can go on the extreme end, some power trip cop,
Right.
or do you just basically make it more of a problem by being like confrontational with them, or
it's probably gonna be a personal answer, like for each attorney. I probably would not try to be confrontational. I say that now. Who knows what actually happens in the scenario, right? If
You're a hothead. I just know it.
if I'm angry or something, it's like,
Garcia rage.
what am I gonna say, right? So I think the smart decision would just be like, let them do what they're gonna do. But the police, so my home turf is in the courthouse, right? It's not out in the streets. That's kind of their home turf, and so let's play a home game. And let's fight it in the court, right?
So you like casually mention it. Oh yeah, I'm an attorney.
I don't
Here's
know.
my ID.
Oh yeah, would you do that?
I have a feeling that would piss them off, right? If I were to say like, well, actually, I'm an attorney. Also, it seems kind of a douchey thing to say.
Flex.
Being a tattoo artist has gotten me out of 2 traffic violations.
Yeah.
Twice in my life, yes.
As like an alibi, like I was.
No, just like they ask, where are you coming from?
Then.
Oh, from work. Where do you work? At the tattoo shop right over on. You're a tattoo artist? You do the tattoos? Yeah. Oh, blah blah blah. Then they start talking tattoos.
Yeah.
Well, this has only happened twice, but then they started talking tattoos, and they're like, "All right, well, this is what was wrong. Have a good night.
Yeah.
We'll consider this a warning."
You think that's
Yeah.
going away though with all these like new tattooers like everywhere? Like it's like, oh yes, of course, I just pulled over another one.
Like everyone's like.
Yeah, like
tattoo
everyone
artists
is
are
like
saturated.
Yeah. My grandpa's
know.
a tattoo artist.
I don't know. I think officers like that.
They like bitches.
And that's what she is. I was able to say it without saying it right there.
To my cousin, which is crazy.
No, the officers have tattoos. I think everyone. I think
Yeah.
tattoos are in every profession. So yeah. You guys are kind of great crossover.
Do you know any benches or judges that have any sick tats?
I've heard. I never seen them. They usually have the robe on, right? So I can't
Yeah.
really see their arms or anything like that. I've never seen any face or hand tattoos on judges. Maybe behind the ear, actually.
Yeah.
You only see the judges in their robes all the time.
I was gonna say
No, there's times when they.
How do you know it's not 3 kids stacked on top of each other?
That's a very good point.
Or I mean, do they wear clothes underneath those things? Or is it just naked?
I think there's supposed to. I don't know if there's a law about it, but
Yeah.
I would imagine they do. They walk around. The judges sometimes walk around without their robe on, and you would never know that they're a judge unless you've seen them before. I know that they cannot actually be in session if they don't have their robe on. So sometimes they come out of their chambers, sit at the bench in their plain clothes, but they can't call cases unless they actually have their robe on.
So the robe
can't-
has the power, not
Yes,
them.
They have to go on they have to get the robe in order to go on the record.
But you know how in Europe or in England they wear the white wigs? Do you think they're not allowed to call a case without that stupid fucking wig?
Probably. I don't
Probably.
know.
I don't know.
live in hiding?
Hiding, like under a rock.
Are you about to try to hurt a judge?
You mean for like safety reasons and the people that?
You can literally send people away.
No, they live in Bel Air, fool.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think they live in hiding. I don't think you can find their addresses or anything. They have a special parking area where it's like secured,
Yeah.
and a specific entrance for just them. And then they have some courthouses have a specific courtyard just for judges as well.
For them to
That's where
go
they all
smoke
hang
their
out.
cigarettes.
That's
Yeah,
what I
in their
thought,
robes.
I was in a judge's chamber and he had, I think it was an ashtray, but it was one of those ashtrays that like you press a button and it spins the smoke down or something. You ever seen those?
I've seen those.
No.
Yeah.
So, of course you have. That's
Yeah,
he's part of a
Smokey
community.
Robinson over here.
Smokey
Smokey
Robinson.
Robinson, dude. I like that.
But
I like
it was.
that, too.
I was thinking like, is this for show? Because I can't see that, guys. I can't see that. I can't see the judge smoking like that. But I don't know. I was thinking like, can you smoke? In
That's
your
pretty
chambers?
sick. Maybe I'll start smoking and get one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm doing it now.
I mean,
I'm
you can't
trying to
smoke
get there,
indoors.
I miss smoking.
dude. It's so fun.
It's so sick.
Back to the like
What's up?
not having to do things that a cop asks. One time I was hanging out with a friend, like it was a group of friends, and we were at, it was a party that we kind of organized.
He's lying under oath. He has no friends.
And
Jesus.
so it got late, and we were like, it was one of our friends who's about to get married and stuff. And then like knocks on the door. I guess we were being too loud, and then this one cop comes in, and she asked to remove my pants. And then she proceeded to...
She asked, right? Sounds like she was asking for consent.
It was kind of a demand, and she had a billy club.
Okay.
And
that vibrated.
It was, oh yeah. Oh, you know her. So yeah, she asked to remove my pants, and I was like, "Yes, officer."
Okay.
And
yes, Officer Velvet.
But like, and now thinking back, like I didn't have to do that. It was just because I wanted to, huh?
If she asked you, then no, you did not have to do that.
But she also put Sir Mix-a-Lot on the radio.
Oh, okay, so you were kind of coerced into taking off your pants. I see.
That's usually what happens when the song comes
on. Did she read your Miranda rights?
Her name was Miranda. And she was right about me.
That's good.
It's just reflecting.
It sounds like a good time.
Now thinking back, man, that was wrong of her.
Yeah, you might need a personal injury lawyer.
Yeah, she took all my small bills and everything.
People are filming the cops a lot, which has, obviously done good in a lot of cases. But is that legal?
It's fine. What you cannot do is you cannot obstruct, delay, or interfere with an ongoing investigation. And that's how officers are going to make it into a problem that you're filming. So as long as you're not obstructing, delaying, interfering with whatever their police work is, you'll see a lot of videos where people are being asked or being told to step back, move back past this line or whatever. And then they play like chicken with the police or something like that, where they're like, oh, like, I only have to go back this far
line?
or something.
I'm not touching you. And they're pointing.
And it's just like, I've heard this situation where this woman was watching her brother be arrested, and she was yelling at the police, get off of them, don't do that. She wasn't touching them, but she was yelling so much that they arrested her for interfering.
Just verbally is enough. And that's probable cause.
It goes to, I guess, to get into another issue, is it goes to filing a case. Like, what becomes a case? Like, just because the officer arrests you, like in that scenario, like she was arrested, a police report was written.
She must have been real loud.
It was crazy.
Did she sound like Sinai? Because a lot of our viewers would probably
like to have me arrested.
Okay. No, she did not sound like Sinai. But she was arrested nonetheless, and charges were filed.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. What?
You're like, she didn't sound like her, but...
Oh.
Her voice was still annoying.
She gave the same vibe, kind of.
The same vibe?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a legal term, vibe?
Yeah, no, but it was just filed, and then, I don't know, it's kind of crazy how what happened to sticks and stones will break my bones, but whatever the rest is, right? So,
but words will hurt incels' ears on the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm told that every week.
So you can film them.
What does reasonable doubt mean?
What it means is that you have an abiding conviction that the person is guilty of whatever the charges are against you. And then it's just like, okay, well, you're using a phrase to cover another phrase. What is an abiding conviction? And every lawyer that does trial work, like myself, everyone has kind of their own either analogy or story or...
Do you reuse yours?
I definitely have canned statements and definitions because the definition won't change, right? So reasonable doubt. What reasonable doubt means is that if you make a decision that he's guilty, you have an abiding conviction that is true, that he is guilty. And if you look back on your decision today, if you vote guilty, and you look back tomorrow or tonight when you go home and you put your head on the pillow and you think about this case and you think about your decision, you still feel like you made the right decision. Tomorrow morning, you make your coffee and you think about your decision. You still made the right decision. Next week, when you think about this case, next month, next year, 5 years, 10 years, for the rest of your life, you look back at this decision and you know you made the right decision. That's what beyond a reasonable doubt means. So that's like a cheesy one.
That was powerful. And you know what
got
I'm going to
goosebumps.
say is this motherfucker can't even choose where to get lunch. So you're not going to be good on a jury.
On that note, I would like your legal advice on a subject.
All right.
You have to retain him. He can't just give you legal advice. Sorry.
Yeah,
You guys don't have that privilege.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I want to hear this.
I'm the nice guy that's like, hey, I'm on my way in, gonna stop here.
Okay.
What can I grab you to eat? I'm thinking this place. And I'm very generous about, I'm very serious about food,
Okay.
especially my favorite restaurants. And I don't know if it's illegal or what, but
What's going to happen right now?
let me.
I don't know, but I'm
airdrop
preparing
this.
my evidence.
I had to go downstairs. Can you accept the photo, please?
Oh my gosh. This is
let's
my
see
front seat. Okay.
Is that
I have
here. Can we just zoom in, please?
ice cream?
It's crazy. My favorite restaurant,
Oh.
and I didn't get a call.
Okay. Can I, Your Honor? Your Honor,
all
can
right,
I?
that's it for this episode.
No,
It's been-
we're not doing that. Your Honor, can I, may I please approach
This thing
the,
is too loud.
Bud, why don't you go ahead and tell me tell the bench what I did yesterday?
Have respect for him. He has a name.
Can you tell my honor cousin what I did yesterday? Remember, I was coming from, where was I with my family?
That's pretty damning evidence.
I was
right
in
there.
Laguna.
Laguna.
I drove from Laguna to Venice Beach yesterday,
What's
which is an hour and 20-minute drive. I spent all day in the sun,
Okay.
okay, at the beach, straight from the beach to now a whole nother county,
Okay.
right?
Doubt it.
It was an hour and close to 30 minutes.
Okay.
So at that point, I may have driven.
Sorry.
At that point, when I did not see him at all yesterday, I drove through this McDonald's.
Okay.
And if you look closer here, there is a barbecue sauce silhouette in this cup because it was
She's
trash
gross.
and it was
Ew.
from yesterday.
You drinking the barbecue sauce?
No, I was finished with the food.
Okay.
Yes. And so this morning when I got in the car, the barbecue sauce was still in my barbecue sauce holder here.
Oh, right about
And
your
the car
pizza.
smelled. So I thought, let me just throw that in here.
Objection. That does not prove that it happened yesterday. That could have happened right before she got out of the car today.
But do you want to know what does prove that? Is that I used my Apple Pay to pay for this McDonald's, and I can pull up receipts showing
That's a fake
that
phone.
it
There's-
was.
It's a fake phone. There's bubble gum in that
You
thing.
gotta authenticate that phone.
So it's
And
just
also-
mean that she did that. It's not illegal.
And
I mean, she's kind of like flaunting it too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think-
and to build my character, I would also like to show that I sent him an Apple Pay today for $20 for my half of lunch.
She owed
So
me 100.
you might.
Jesus. Well, this isn't.
She owed me
You have the
200.
right to remain silent. All right. Seems like it's just getting worse now.
I think my argument is stronger.
I think she's mean. I would have probably
Well,
mailed,
that I
mailed
can't
her
argue.
McDonald's if I went.
Yesterday,
Would you have wanted her to pick it up if she did get it the day before?
Dude, Your Honor,
Would you? Yes. Okay.
McDonald's
You call
does
me
not
dude.
go bad.
no, but it
Oh,
does shrivel.
Dude, what do you mean it doesn't go
Un-
bad?
un-
Also,
It does not.
Even when it's good, it's bad.
Well,
can I say
I'm just kidding.
that I was excruciatingly hungover yesterday?
driving drunk.
And no, hungover. So I'm sorry that I didn't think about what you might want to eat today.
What could she have picked up? Let's try to fix the future.
Instead of McDonald's, that
No,
wouldn't
no,
have
no.
hurt my feelings.
Another podcast host?
No, well, like what could she have gotten from McDonald's? Save for a day for you.
Oh, honestly, just about anything.
Just about anything you said?
is
There's
gonna
a ketchup packet in there. I can go
This is
grab
gonna
you
be a
now.
great character.
I deviated from my regular order. I just got the 2 cheeseburgers with no mac sauce because I was that hungover. That mac sauce was out of the question. And this is what you're pulling this shit on me right now.
What do you want? What's
Yeah,
the
what do you
remedy?
want?
I'm not ordering you one.
I get the double cheeseburgers, extra pickles.
I get the
That's not bad.
cheeseburgers with mac sauce.
Put some
Extra
barbecue
pickles is
sauce
a
in my
good
Diet
move. I
Coke.
respect that.
My go-to is the Big Mac combo and a 6-piece chicken nuggets.
It just feels
See?
like a waste
So
of
Your
budget.
Honor,
Oh.
I can't put out that much money for him to possibly eat the next day, and probably not.
Yeah, I get a Big Mac combo and a toy.
All right. I mean, yeah.
She's pretty fucked up.
Who's guilty? Who's guilty here?
I feel like maybe you've known him long enough, right? You should.
That he would eat day old McDonald's?
Yes, it sounds like he would.
Does that make it the right thing to do? Because maybe I would be leaving myself
Order!
open to
Order food.
That's good.
I'm not trying to leave myself open to further lawsuits when he gets food poisoning from the spoiled McDonald's that has been in my car overnight.
That's a good point.
It's like she just knows what McDonald's means to me.
Are you willing to waive any lawsuits that you could bring against her if you were to get food poisoning from day old McDonald's?
100%.
Okay.
Dude, I will get food poisoning.
And you know what? I'll even take a plea.
I will order food.
I'll even take
food
a plea.
poisoning
I'll
if
bring
it's
you
from
McDonald's when I work on Friday.
There you go.
Do you accept or not?
I mean, it sounds pretty nice.
has there been a resolution to the case?
20 stuff.
Yeah.
You needed some.
Shut up, Jake.
Okay, so it's been resolved.
All right, good. I'm glad we came to a resolution.
And you know what?
there.
I'll even do one better. I am going to buy James McDonald's every single day for the next 2 weeks.
It's like supersize me.
Be like 900 pounds.
Yeah, you asked for it. And I think that concludes this case.
Yeah.
And
Should have had a gavel. Where's the gavel?
just punch him in the head. That'll work. I wonder if you'd be a good
Right,
stand-up
effective.
comedian.
I don't know. I don't think I'm that funny.
But you could probably deliver a point
Yeah.
like nobody's business.
I like deadpan, like comedy. Like, you know, like in Abbott Costello, there's a straight man.
Uh-huh.
I like that part. He
I
is
wish
pretty
I could
definite.
do that shit, man. Like, I wasn't laughing. I was never good at prank calling people. I never prank called anybody. Is that illegal?
That's illegal, dude.
It's probably
If I-
harassment.
You're going to have to retain him after this.
Every now and again, I'll like deliver a zinger and I'll just like walk out of the room with a straight face. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, that was the coolest I've ever felt.
That's
Yes.
cool, bud.
Yeah. I just wanted to share that with everybody.
No, I
With the
like
court.
it. I like it.
With the people of the court. Do you remember your first closing argument, and did you want to pee your pants?
I remember the case. Yes. However, I did like mock trial, like when I was in college and undergrad. And so it kind of prepares you for public speaking. You know, you try to shut off your eyes, even though they're open, and deliver what you want to say, right? You see the words in your head and you're saying it out loud. Try not to focus on who's in front of you, right?
Okay.
And so when I would do that in mock trial, I was like, okay, it's the same thing, except you're in a real courtroom. This is a real defendant.
And they're trying to kill this guy.
Yeah. And there's jurors and a judge, you know, and nothing. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to prepare yourself for that. But you've been at this case with this jury for probably 5 days. They've seen you, you know, every day for at least 4 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
You picked them, you know, or deselected them or whatever. And so now it's the finale, you know, and
It's like there's nothing that really like eases you into it, right? It's just you're in it now. Like, this is a full ass case.
that's why the canned answers or the canned statements or closing is in openings.
Uh-huh.
I do have them, you know, and I'll change them around because just like everything else, it's like you hear it too many times and you're thinking like, that sounds dumb. I don't like how that sounds. Or I started getting embarrassed of myself. Like, what? How cheesy is that?
We should have
nerd
tried
over
to
there.
prepare closing arguments
Yeah.
today, and
That
so
would have
he
been
could
fun.
have graded us.
That would have been great.
Are we running out of space now? Shall we?
Yeah. I think that's good, right?
Lastly, really quick,
For sure.
we forgot to touch on this, but we can't get into immigration law too much, But
Mm.
if you are approached by ICE,
Mm-hmm.
what are your rights?
The U.S. Constitution is what protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures. So it applies in all 50 states.
And that's the Fourth Amendment?
And that's the Fourth Amendment, yes. Mostly criminal defense is about the Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment. The fourth being unreasonable stops and seizures. Fifth is about your right to remain silent. And sixth is your right to have an attorney. Now, they're all kind of work off each other, and there's more to it than just that. But they apply to everyone, whether you're a citizen or not a citizen.
The important part, even if you're not a citizen.
Yes. And yeah, I haven't experienced it myself. There are resources, immigrant relief resource center.
We could put it in a link in the notes.
ILRC. But they have a lot of resources of flyers and cards that you can get that literally explain what your rights are and what to do if you're approached by someone asking about your immigration status, your place of birth, where you work, things like that.
Does it say what you can do if those rights are violated?
Yes, they also have. They should have on there resources to immigration lawyers. So if you need an immigration lawyer, that's a good starting point.
We'll definitely put that link for the Immigration Resource Center or any other links that you have for us.
Immigrant Legal Resource Center.
All right.
All right.
Slow claps.
Should we try to pull a cover-up story out of him or no?
Close it up. If he has one, then yeah.
Do you have any embarrassing stories or any
embarrassing story?
Any at all? It could be work related. It doesn't have to be.
No.
You were on your cousin's podcast.
I did my cousin a favor for her little podcast.
I'm trying to embarrassing. Like, I don't know.
Shameful, regretful, scandalous, naughty. I guess we should stay away from scandalous.
Please, and naughty.
It's tough to say it into a microphone. I apologize, guys.
It's okay. We also have your reputation to protect.
This is one of those moments where I'm showing restraint and how my client should, not say anything because it's just going to lead to something worse.
There you go. He has the right to remain silent.
Yeah.
Any last questions, Jake?
Not that I could think of. Probably off camera.
Give me like a. The last question was a 7. Give me a question that's like a 2.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Jake. We know you're bad at it too.
Just it doesn't have to be about law. You can ask me about life.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Philosophy. I'm also I don't know. I like music and soccer.
Huh? Why did you choose law? Was there something that happened that you were like, you know what? I want to have some good doing in the world. You just chose it?
That's probably a question for off camera.
And also, damn, he said a 2 and you came at him with
That's
like
a 10, bro. I guess that's true. I growing up, we had a cousin that was or an uncle that was a lawyer, and I would see him in a suit all the time. And in my adolescent child brain, I was like, damn, that guy must be important. He's always wearing a suit, I want to do that.
James sitting a little taller now.
Yeah, we are.
And then and then it just carried over from high school to college. In college, honestly, in college, I tried to have other options open just in case. And I just happened to get lucky with meeting the right people, and them motivating me to go to law school. And so, I remember I took a mock trial class at Cal Poly Pomona, and the first day, I guess I'll tell the story. I wasn't going to take the class, but this girl was like, oh, I'm going to take this class next semester. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'll take it with you then. All right.
Because I like you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
First day of class, I'm waiting outside in the hallway or whatever. And she's like, oh, I had to drop the class. And I was like, are you kidding me? And all summer I was
But I love you.
all summer I was reviewing like the professor and everything, like all the students' reviews, and they were like, this is not a class you take if you're trying to get just easy grades.
You're trying to get bitches.
And so all summer I'm freaking out, like, but I'm thinking, don't worry, I'll have a friend in there. I'll have a friend in there, you know? And then day one, I had to drop it. And I was like about to walk into class and I'm thinking, damn it, what did I do? But then I tried to spin it in my head and told myself, look, if you really think you got it, then here, give it your all for these, 10 weeks of this quarter of this class. And if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. But at least you'll never go back thinking, what if? And then they asked me to be on the team, and apparently then it all worked out.
That is the wildest way to get into it. So that was how it happened.
That's how it happened.
That's so much cooler than tattooing.
That's how I got into tattooing.
Well, you know, and yeah.
for bitches.
For bitches.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it, and I'm glad you made
I'm
it
so
here
proud of
on
you.
the podcast.
You're really doing it. How old are you?
36. I just turned 36.
Oh.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Well, I feel a little bit more at ease for her sake, because she gets into a lot of trouble.
Okay.
She gets pulled over a lot.
Only a
She
phone call away.
She likes to crash into cars a lot, and I feel better knowing
but I don't
that
get in
she
trouble for
knows
it.
what she can or cannot do.
God, you're so annoying.
You feel
All
me?
right. And on that note, do you have anything you want to plug? Like you got any tour dates?
Yeah.
Are you taking clients?
Doing some
I'll
pop-ups?
be at the... No, you'll probably... I mean, if you're on the East District of LA, you might see me around in a courthouse or something. Every once in a while, I'll have a trial, and I'll have my dad come and watch me, so that's always fun.
Can anybody go and watch?
Yeah, you can. They used to... yeah, anyone can go.
He's like, just do jury duty, dog.
I know.
Just do your fucking
Yeah.
Wait, anybody can just go and see these things?
Yeah. That's the only time, like, if I were to think about it as a performance, it would be when I'm in trial. And I do actually tell, like, my dad and my mom, like, hey, you should come watch. Like,
How fun.
And you're delivering your greatest hit.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And
Mic drop and everything.
Canned answers and everything.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
I don't know. I had nothing to plug. Everyone just be safe. Be nice.
That's good. That's a good plug.
So, okay, good. Let's go now, okay?
All right.
Court is adjourned.
I'm going to McDonald's.
You can find, or you already know where to find me, at @Tanai_Kawaii on Instagram. Follow the podcast at Tattoo Budcas. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Maybe drop a question. Maybe tell us what you thought of the episode.
Yeah. Share it with your friends
Only if
who
it's
could
good.
possibly utilize this information that was given to us. You could find me on Instagram as well at I am Jimmy Jam. You could also find me in the parking lot of McDonald's at a McDonald's near you.
That's a lot of McDonald's.
You've been watching. Thank you so much for being a guest on our
Absolutely.
podcast. This was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah,
For
this
sure.
was good, and maybe we'll have you back sometime.
Hell yeah. I'm down.
And we're doing a mock trial.
And we're doing a mock trial.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I'll bring the lie detector.
You'll
You have a lie detector? Damn, that seems abusive. Why do you
yeah,
have
he's like,
that?
I got a printer and duct tape.
Yeah, there you go. Watch the clip. Watch the wire.
All
I like to
right.
promote the wire.
Yeah, shout out to the wire.
Shout out to the wire. Shout out to Bubba.
Yeah, Bubba.
James Old Sally.
Dude, we will be reunited soon, Bubba. I'll see you on the other side.
Not if he's good at his job, he won't be.
Because I'm getting arrested.
Yeah, that's why hopefully Matt could get you off. Hopefully it's in the East District of Los Angeles County.
Anyway,
There
just
we go.
take it easy. I'll put some money on your books and we'll talk soon.
All right, but given the closing argument,
You were you're
No,
gonna
have
have
him
him
do
do
it, yeah.
So you're gonna do us a favor, and
or an order.
this is the end of the episode, and we like to have our guests look at the camera and say, "Thank you for watching. We'll see you at your next
Thank
session."
you for watching the Tattoo Budcast.
Thank you for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
Thank you for watching the Wait, what's it called?
Tattoo Budcast.
You could do the court is adjourned.
No,
Thank you
I'm
for
not gonna say
watching the
that.
Tattoo Budcast. Thank you for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
Thank you for watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at your next session.
Woo! We did it. Man, that was stressful for me.
Why?
I don't know. I just law and all the things that you do, and it makes me feel uncomfortable when I see you breaking the law. And we have a lawyer in the house.
And you're lying in front of him.
And I'm lying right now.